Namaste guys, so I'm back and the only thing that I did off camera was I printed out this the bon voyage and I added this little sentiment there, and that's exactly how the sketch was, and I didn't make any alterations to the sketch except for the fact that I added my bon voyage down there. So moving on to the inside page, I'm just going to put this aside and grab my inside page, and there it is. So and let me also grab the pattern papers that I've already pre-cut for this guy, and the front page is this one here. Again, this is from the engraver Prima engraver series, and what I've done is I've used a brush pen, something like this, and gone around the edges with the black, and then I have inked them with vintage photo just to finish them off a little bit more. That goes on the top, and then wait a minute, there's supposed to be another strip somewhere. If I can only find it. There it is. So I didn't have enough pattern paper because I'm making this out of the leftovers from my Thailand journal. So I'm piecing together some of the strips that I had left. And I don't know if you can see this, but then incidentally when I cut this little piece, the numbers came on there perfectly, and they're perfectly legible. It says 1, 2, the 2 is missing, 3, 4, and there's this 5, this is 5, hopefully 6, something like that. So if somebody wishes to journal, the person receiving this can do so. Just going to glue this guy, and this is not from the collection. This is ADCWV paper, but then I can't recall the line it is from. This is again one of my scraps, and I really love the way this card came together with using all the scraps and stuff. And this piece is again from the collection, the engraver collection, and doesn't that look neat? So for this one here, this is a postcard printable, and I'm going to use this to create a pocket here. I just packed it up on the black cardstock, and I'm just going to simply I wanted to minimize the bulk on this, so I'm not using any hinges, which is what I usually do for my journals. I'm just adding glue on 3 sides and gluing this guy down. So this can be used for journaling and stuff. And then I have this one, and I haven't inked this. So and I'm just using regular artist foam. I really love using this. It gives me a more I love to feel things with my fingers, so I like how how this works out. So this guy goes right here. And then I'm going to flip this over. Just inking this. this uh, inking wouldn't show much since the colors are so dark. But that's, it's just a state of mind, rather. So, just going to check. And I'm going to put this down here. So that's one of the insert, and with this guy what I wanted to do was I just need to add this here for some of my tags, and I'll show you the tags in a minute. So that goes down there. And let me just and for this puppy I'm just going to first finish inking it, and I'm going to lightly ink all around the edges. I've already use my brush pen and outline it on the outside. And on the inside as well. The inside is perfect to draw and add pictures and photos. And moving on, I have a couple of cutouts from the paper that I intend to add on here. Probably might be gluing this guy here and leave some room behind. I'm having trouble locating the top of the clock, and I believe I have it all wrong. That's 7, isn't that 9, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? Okay, look at me, I got my Roman numerals wrong. So that's the top, and I'm going to get my glue on this side. That adds a nice touch, and I can't stamp to save my life. I am really bad at stamping, and I intend to start stamping a lot or practice some more, but for now this will have to do. So I've got some of these acrylic stickers, and I intend to use them to embellish the pages a bit. I'm just simply going to add this guy right on top. This is very pretty. It has a butterfly on it, and this goes right on, doesn't need any glue. Moving on to the next stage, I'm just going to attach this insert here, and to do that I already punched 2 holes, and I also went ahead and punched the corresponding holes right in between the 2 score marks there, and that way I have just enough leeway for my pages to open and close. And I'm just using simple thread because I don't want this to be bulky. Like I said, I want this this book to lay as flat as possible, and I also want to mail this using just an envelope. So I'm just going to do that and snip this off, and I'm going to tie this up. How easy was this? This came together pretty quickly. Of course, I had all the prep done, but then you can do the prep and it's just like, it's gonna just take you a couple of hours at most. I'm just going to trim it as tiny as possible, and we are going to move on and glue this into our book or card. And I'm not afraid to use my fingers. I love using my fingers to smush and glue. It used to really gross out my mom. I still remember. So we need to be really super careful here. First, I'm just going to remove all the ink and glue from my fingers, and I am going to open this up so that I get it as flat as possible, and I'm going to line this up right in the middle of the score. Since our score is 1/16 of an inch thinner or skinnier than the outside card, I'm just going to, what makes this easy is the fact that the length, or rather the breadth of my A4 was untouched. I didn't trim it, so I can just line them up, and then I'm going to just clean the excess glue. That did not work out. Over enthusiasm is just about what killed it. So here is it. Second time lucky, I hope. Just gotta press it down. Just want to leave my gusset intact. So and there you go. I will have to wait for this to dry. This glue dries pretty quick, but then it's pretty humid today. I'm going to wait for this to dry, and I'm going to stop fiddling with this, and I'm just going to grab all my tags that I made from the paper and show it to you. So here are all the tags. They are very pretty. I love these. and I just love the way they came together. These are all from the paper, and let me show you how I did these. Look, this is a piece of the paper, and I just cut that sliver out, backed it up on paper, and added this little tab here, and that's it. And I also used some of the images from the paper, and I added these. There was on this particular paper there are a couple of strips which have these measuring tapes on them, so I used that to create my pull out the tab pull there. And then again, this is from the paper itself, this piece here. And again, this one is I pieced it together. This was from leftover, and this again from the measuring tape sheet, I believe. And I just pieced these two together. You can't even make out, and this just makes it look interesting as well as eye-catching. So let's just hope this is dried enough for us to handle. And let's just randomly picking out some tags. This is too large. And in here, and the backs of all of these are either black or plain, so they can be used for journaling. And with this little puppy here, I probably might just add it down here and put this tag in like that. I like the idea. So I'm going to just finish this off. Just adding glue on two sides to create a sliding pocket. Just going to line this up. Like I said, this glue dries pretty quickly when you let it. I was just fiddling with it too much, and now it's all stuck. So I messed up a little bit here, the glue sheet. Let's see if I can save with some inking. I may have to add something to save that there. I have another large tag here. I think I'm just going to use this tag in here, and I'm going to use this on the inside cover. So I have this tag that goes here, and I'm going to add something to finish this off. Let's see how this looks. I'm not really happy with that. I probably, let's see. I can do that. I think I'm just going to create a little pocket there. What I'm going to do with this clock is I'm just going to trim this up And which way is up? That's one, so pop that's up. So I'm just going to add glue to the bottom half of my clock, and I'm going to glue this down here for some interest, and that looks really matchy. Let's see. I'm going to use this guy here. I usually use my tiny snippers to cut shapes like these, but then don't know where they are at. So quickly inking this guy up, and I'm going to add glue and add this fellow. Like that, just want to tilt it a bit, and I don't want the entire thing being glued down, so I'm just going to add some acetate in there. And this fellow, I can just add in. Just wiping off the glue. So I'm almost done, and let me just quickly show you. I'll just finish this off. I'm just going to show you the entire thing. I'm going to finish this later. Then I don't have black cardstock to pack these up, but then just for a quick idea, let me just quickly show you my card. So that's how it is. This is the card, and this thing, of course, it moves, and I just love the fact that I got to use my new die, and I probably might go ahead and add some text in between. That was the original intention. I probably might spell bon voyage, but like I said, I can't stamp, so I'm looking for an alternative for that. And then that's the, when you flip it in, that's the inside. It has a little pocket there, and then it has a blank page where you can add pictures or your sentiments, and something that I intend to add something here, but that can be removed so the person can later on use this as a mini. And that's the second page, and that's the journaling page, which can be used for can have pictures here and journaling here, and some more photos or drawings, and then this tag comes out, and some more journaling on the back, and then again this a plain page for journaling, and then room for something to tuck behind. And then this flips out, and you have a lot of tags in here. You have a total of 3 tags, and you can journal behind each of these. And then you have this little postcard, which can be used for journaling. A photo here, some journaling, some more photos and journaling here, some photos for this on this side, and then again you can journal here, add some photos, another tag, and this is the last one. I haven't finished these tags yet, but I'm going to finish them up. And a large pocket here that can also be used to add some brochures. So like you can see, I had planned some things. Oops, my flower fell off. I had planned a couple of things, and I had not planned most of it, but then it came together pretty quickly. So I hope you enjoyed watching me create this hybrid card plus mini. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.